Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear brothers and sisters, today we have a very important lesson. So please be attentive. Today we will learn about the mudaf and mudaf ilayh, and we will learn what is the marfu, mansub and majroor. Because the lesson we learned for last 2-3 days, first I tell you about the marfu. What is the marfu case? Noun ending, the ending of a noun. In Arabic, noun have different endings to show their function in a sentence. These are called noun cases or case ending, and in Arabic we call it rāb-ul. Arabic we call rāb. What is the ending of the noun? The last particle of the noun. First is nominative case. Nominative case. What is the nominative case? In a nominative case, we call it marfu. Marfu'un. We call it marfu'un. Nominative case. What is the sign? How we will know that this noun is in marfu form, in a nominative case? Ending vowel sign is dhamma. Ending vowel sign will be dhamma. If there is a dhamma on the noun ending, it is in the nominative form, nominative case. And it is always subject, doer of a function. It is a subject file. Like al-kitabu, kitabun, Muhammadun, babun. So they all have nominative case, marfu, because their ending is dhamma. Babun, Muhammadun, kitabun, al-kitabu. They have dhamma. That's why we call it nominative case or marfu. And the second is accusative case. Accusative case, we call it mansub. In Arabic, we call it mansub. And ending vowel sign is fatha. Ending vowel sign is fatha. The last particle of the noun will have fatha. And it is object of a verb. It is object of a verb. Target of the action. We call it target of the action. Because it is target of action, that's why we call it maf'ul bihi. We call it maf'ul bihi. And it is always in the accusative case. When there is a noun target of the action or a noun object of a verb, then it will be in an accusative case. Marsubun. And at the end of the noun, there will be fatha. Al-kitaba, kitaban, Muhammadan, baban. So they all have fatha here. You see here on the up, they all have fatah here. I make it more large so easy for you to see. You see al-kitabu have dhamma, al-kitaba have fatah, kitaban have fatah, Muhammadan have fatah, baban have fatah. So these terms you have to remember so you don't confuse in the future. Then the third case is genitive case. Third case is genitive case. We call it majroor. Majroorun. And its ending vowel sign is kasra. Ending vowel sign is kasra. And it is possessor of a thing. It is possessor of a thing or comes after a proposition or an adverb. When a noun will be majroor. A noun will be majroor when it is a possessor of a thing. We call it mudaf ilayh. You will learn after this. I will explain it to you. Possessor of a thing, when someone is the possessor of a thing, it will take kasra. And if it is followed by a proposition or an adverb, so it will take the kasra. And its sign is the last word, last harf of the noun will take kasra. Al-kitabi, kitabin, Muhammadin, babin. So there are the three cases: nominative case, accusative case, genitive case. Marfu'un, nominative case. Sign is dhamma and it is subject. In a sentence, it is subject. And the second is accusative case, mansub. Its sign, ending sign is fatah and it is object of a verb. It is target of an action. And it has ending with the fatah. And the third case is genitive case, majroor. Ending vowel sign is kasra. Ending vowel sign is kasra. And it is possessor of a thing. Or comes after a proposition or an adverb. When it comes after an adverb, so it is also mudaf ilayh. Adverb is act like a mudaf. You will learn later. Ending al-kitabi, kitabin, Muhammadin, babin. Now we learn jar and majroor. What is the jar and majroor? Proposition. We call it harfu jar. The prepositions in English we are very familiar and they are the words. They are harf. Prepositions are harf. They are not noun. They are not the they are not verb. They are not noun. They are harf. They are word. Harfu jarrin. Genitive case. Majroorun. How it can be a majroor? Literal meaning of harfu jarrin is a particle of pulling. Examples of the proposition. Fi. Fi is a proposition. Allah is a proposition. Min is a proposition. Ila is a proposition. There are 17 proposition, 17 propositions in Arabic. So these are 4 of them. In, on, from, to. English, it is a proposition in. In Arabic, we call it harf jar fi. On the table. Alal maktabi, ala. From min. Ila, to. So these are the harf jar or prepositions in Arabic. What happens when a noun is preceded by a preposition? When a noun is preceded by a preposition, a noun is preceded by a preposition, it is said to be in genitive case. It will be majroor in genitive case. Like al-baytu. Al-baytu has dhamma ending. Al-baytu has a dhamma ending. So it is marfu, nominative case. When we use preposition before a noun, fi, any preposition, any suitable preposition, it will become fil baiti. It will come fil baiti. It will take kasra here. See the difference? Al baitu, after the use of the preposition fil baiti, two got pulled to ti. This two got pulled to ti because of the preceding fi. Fi is a harf jar. So fi is harf jar. Fi is harf jar here. You see here. And the noun preceded by a preposition, we call it ismun majrurun. Ismun majrurun. So fi is harf jar and al baiti is majrur. The house al baitu, in the house fil baiti. A house baitun. Fi baitin. After using the preposition, it becomes majrur and it takes kasra here. Fi baitin. Fil baiti is a shibul jumla phrase. It looks like a sentence, but it is not a sentence. Okay. Jar and majrur in a nominal sentences. Muhammadun fil masjidi. Muhammadun is subject. It is in nominative case. Muhammadun fil masjidi. Fi is harf jar and al masjidi is majrur. Al masjidi is majrur because of this fi. Same here was the proper noun Muhammadun. We can use here the pronouns. Huwa ala maktabin. Huwa ala maktabin. It is on the table. Huwa is a pronoun. Huwa ala maktabin. It is on a table. So ala is a preposition. Ala is a preposition, and because of ala, maktabun become maktabin. It become maktabin. It take kasra here. Okay, so these are the nouns, the detached pronouns. Huwa, he, huma, they, two, whom, they, hiya, she, huma, they, and hunna, they. These are the masculine and feminine. So you will, this is not our lesson. You only have to remember this one. I will send it to you. Then what is the mudaf? There are only two reasons when a noun become a majroor. There is only two reasons when a noun become a majroor. One is when preceded by a preposition. Just now we have learned this one. The second reason is when it is mudaf ilay. What is the mudaf and mudaf ilay? Possessed and possessor. What is possessed and what is the possessor? Possessed, we call it mudaf. a thing or a noun is being possessed, we call it mudaf. Used to convey a possession or relationship. We can convey a possession of a thing. We can, when we have to narrate the possession of a thing, like kitabuka, kitabuka, your book. You see here, kitabun anta. This is like this, kitabun anta, book your. So it will become kitabu, kitabu ka. The attached pronoun of anta is ka. It will become kitabuka. We are showing here the possession of a book. Book is being possessed. Book is being possessed. It is mudaf. And who is the possessor of the book? Ka. You. You are the possessor of the book. So you are here the mudaf ilay. You are here the mudaf ilay. Kitabuhu, his book. Then kitabu is mudaf, and who will be mudaf ilay? Kitabu Muhammadin. Simple example I give you. Kitabu Muhammadin. Muhammadin. Muhammad's book. Book is being possessed, so book is a mudaf. Muhammad is the possessor of the book. So Muhammad is mudaf ilay. And mudaf ilay always majroor. It take kasra. Mudaf ilay will always majroor and it will take kasra. English uses of or s. In English, we use of or s. Like yours book. Kitabu ka, yours book. So we are using your s. Kitabu Muhammadin, book of Muhammad. We can say like this. Book of Muhammad or Muhammad's book. We can use both. We can use of and we can use s. Book of Muhammad or Muhammad's book. For such relationships, book of Bilal. Here they are saying Bilal. So book of Bilal or Bilal's book. It have two parts, mudaf and mudaf ilay. So it have two parts. Possessed or possession. The thing or a noun is being possessed. We call it mudaf. We call it mudaf. And possessor of the thing or possessor of the noun, it called mudaf ilay. You remember mudaf and mudaf ilay. They both are noun. Mudaf and mudaf ilay, they both are nouns. They both are ism. Verb cannot be a mudaf or mudaf ilay. Verb can never be a mudaf or mudaf ilay. Mudaf and mudaf ilay, they both are noun. Kitab is book. Book is a noun. And Bilal is also a noun. Here we learn about the mudaf and mudaf ilay. Mudaf ilay. First we learn about the mudaf. Mudaf, possessed. Mudaf can take any case ending as the need be. Means mudaf can take fatha, mudaf can take kasra, and mudaf can take dhamma also. It can be kitabu, it can be kitaba, it can be kitabi. This second point is mudaf never take tanween. Mudaf never take tanween or alif lam, the definite article. The noun is being possessed, we call it mudaf, it never take tanween. We cannot say kitabun bilalin. We cannot say al kitabu bilalin. Alif lam and tanween we cannot use with the mudaf. We will use single fatha, single kasra and single dhamma. If it is in a nominative case, it will be kitabu. If it is in a accusative case or in a mansub case, it will be kitaba. And if it is in a genitive case, majrur, it will be kitabi. The examples will come, you will learn. Maktabul mudarrisi, table of the teacher or the teacher's table. Maktabu, taking single dhamma, maktabu. Al mudarrisi. So maktabu taking single dhamma. The third thing is mudaf is morpha definite or nakira indefinite based on the mudaf ilay. If the mudaf ilay is definite, then the mudaf is definite, and if the mudaf ilay indefinite, then the mudaf will be indefinite. So mudaf it can be nakira and it can be marfa. It can be definite and it can be indefinite. It depends on the mudaf ilay. Mudaf ilay, the possessor. Now we learn about the mudaf ilay, possessor. Mudaf ilay is always majrur. Majrur. Majrur genitive case. Can take tanween. We learn here mudaf never take tanween. Mudaf never take tanween. But here mudaf ilay can take tanween. The second thing we learn, mudaf never take alif lam. Alif lam is a definite article. But in case of the mudaf ilay, it can take alif lam. Mudaf ilay can take tanween and mudaf ilay can take alif lam. Can be nakira indefinite or marfa indefinite. So it can be nakira or it can be marfa. If the mudaf ilay is nakira, then the mudaf is also nakira. Mudaf is also nakira, indefinite. And if the mudaf ilay is marfa, indefinite, then mudaf is also definite. This is a marfu case of mudaf. Mudaf maktabul mudarrisi. Maktabul mudarrisi. Here we can say maktab is mudaf and it is taking dhamma. So it is marfu, nominative case. Maktabul mudarrisi, the teacher's table. Different cases of different case ending of mudaf. So here you learn the different case ending of mudaf. This is first case. Marfu, it is first case. Nominative case. In a nominative case, there is dhamma. Maktabu, maktabul mudarrisi. When it is mudaf and it is mansub, inna. Inna is a particle, inna is a haraf. When it inna enter in a nominative sentence, it give mansub to the noun. So maktabu become maktaba because of inna. Because of inna, maktabu become maktaba. Noun after inna is always in a nominative case majrur. Inna maktabal mudarrisi. So here it is in accusative case, nominative case. Maktabal mudarrisi. Maktabal mudarrisi. Warli. Inna mean warli. Indeed. Surely. Surely the teacher's table. And if there is a preposition before the mudaf, we have learned the noun preceded by a preposition is majrur. So if mudaf is preceded by a preposition, it will also be majrur. Ala maktabil mudarrisi. Ala maktabil mudarrisi, on the teacher's table. So these are the three endings of mudaf. First ending marfu maktabu. Second ending mansub maktaba. Third ending is majrur maktabi. And it is taking single kasra, single fatha, and single dhamma, because mudaf can never take tanween and can never take alif lam. Then the other is definite versus indefinite. Kitabut talibi, at-talibi. This is definite. At-talib have a definite article alif lam. So mudaf is definite here. At-talib is definite, the student's book. Because the mudaf is definite, so this book is also definite. The student. The is a particle of definite in English. So in Arabic, alif lam is a particle of definite. The student's book. Because of the mudaf ilay, at-talib, kitab is also definite. Talibin. Talibin is indefinite noun. A student. We don't know who is the student. A student, any student, anywhere. So this is indefinite noun, talibin, a student. Because mudaf is indefinite. Mudaf is indefinite here. That's why the mudaf ilay is indefinite here. So the mudaf will also be indefinite nakira. Kitabu talibin, a student's book. We don't know about the students, and we don't know about the books. Then now we learn incorrect versus correct about the mudaf and mudaf ilay. Kitabun bilalin. Kitabun have a tanween, and this is wrong. Why this is wrong? Because mudaf can never have a tanween. Mudaf cannot have a tanween. So kitabun, this is wrong. We cannot write like this, kitabun bilalin. Mudaf cannot have a tanween. Then the next is al-kitabu bilalin. This is also wrong. This is incorrect. We cannot write like this. We cannot write like this because mudaf cannot have alif lam. Mudaf cannot have alif lam. So there is alif lam. That's why it is wrong. It is incorrect. Kitabu bilalun. Kitabu bilalun. This is also incorrect because mudaf ilay cannot be marfu. Mudaf ilay cannot be marfu. Marfu means it cannot take fatha, it cannot take dhamma. Kitabu bilalan. This is also incorrect because mudaf ilay cannot mansub. Mudaf ilay cannot mansub, cannot in an accusative case. And this is the correct form of the mudaf. Kitabu bilalin. Kitabu bilalin. This is the correct form of the mudaf and mudaf ilay. Mudaf and mudaf ilay, we write it like here. And kitabu man, whose book? Man is mudaf ilay here. And it is mabni indeclinable, it never change. Kitabu manin, we cannot give it kasra, it never change. Even though man is mudaf ilay, it doesn't have kasra ending because it is mabniyun, indeclinable. Okay, so this is now we go to the our lesson, because over this lesson about the mudaf and mudaf ilay, that's why it was necessary to teach you about the mudaf and mudaf ilay. Here you look here, this is all mudaf and mudaf ilay. This is all mudaf and mudaf ilay. Ibnun, Ibnun son, and Ibnu Sa'adin, son of Sa'ad. Ibnu is mudaf here, Sa'adin is mudaf ilay, and it is taking kasra here. Ibnun and Sa'adun, two nouns. Ibnun and Sa'adun are two nouns, and when they are mudaf and mudaf ilay, Ibnun become Ibnu and Sa'adun become Sa'adin, son of Sa'ad. Walidun, Walidun have tanween and have dhamma. So after Walidu Wailin, father of Wail. Walidu Wailin, Wail's father or father of Wail. So it takes single dhamma, it is mudaf. Walidu Wailin. Arusu Munirin, bride of Munir. Arusu is mudaf. Arusu is mudaf here. And mudaf is taking single dhamma. Khalu Saidin, uncle of Said. Zawjatubnuki, wife of your son. Bintu Ammiki, Bintu Ammiki, a daughter of your uncle. Sadiku Khaliki, friend of your uncle. Ukhtu Sadiqi, a friend, sister or sister of friend. Khatibatul Khali, a fiance of uncle. Jaddatul Talibi, grandfather of the student. Ibnatul Mudarrisi, daughter of the teacher. So here they are mudaf, and these are the mudaf ilay. At-Talibi, Al-Khali, At-Talibi, Al-Mudarrisi, they are the mudaf ilay. And here one thing more I have to explain it to you. There can be two mudaf also. In a sentence, there can be two mudaf and mudaf ilay. Masjidu Rasulillahi, Masjidu Rasuli, mosque of the messenger, mosque of the Rasul or mosque of the Prophet. Here masjidu is mudaf and rasuli is mudaf ilayh. The second is Rasulullahi. This was Rasulullahi because it is mudaf ilayh and it is majroor here, so it don't take kasra. It don't take fatah. It will be Rasulillahi. When there are two mudaf and two mudaf ilayh,